This unemployment thing is hard. It's hard. It is a space I've never been in. Your girl's kept a job since 15. And so, yeah, if I need to work, even places I don't want to work at, right? I have a job and I have steady income and I know how I'm paying my bills, honey. I know I'm getting my nails done, lashes, like, or if I can't get them done, I know why, because I have this amount of money from this thing and I have to put it towards these things. And right now, I see how much money I got and I see that there's no more money coming in. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I straight up, like, have to trust God, bro. Like, in a way I've never had to do in my life. And then, that's not even the end of it. You will be in the middle of trusting God. He's telling you, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm the God Almighty. Whatsup, whatsup. I'm praying. I'm whatever. And then he asking you to do stuff while you're asking him to do stuff. And he's like, my stuff is connected to your stuff. And that is mind blowing to me. It's like, dang, I really am not just gonna like blink and be out of this. I'm not going to just get the things just dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know explicitly, low key, like how everything gonna, high key, I don't know how everything gonna shake out. I have no idea. I do know that everything that I want God to do is tied to everything that he wants me to do. And at this season ain't by accident. It's not a punishment. It's not cause, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not one of them ones, you know what I'm saying? It's like, God's like, no, you're that girl, and that's exactly why I have you in this spot. I need you to get some stuff from me, right? I need you to get these downloads. I need you to get these sermons. Your girl's I've been watching the sermon down. Like, I don't think y'all understand. My little sermon notebook, girl, you know? And just like having quiet time, finding new music to listen to, having moments when it ain't no music, like, God's like, okay, you know, like I feel like I have been, it's supposed to be 6 months, y'all. 6 months of me not having income, not having a job, not being on the path I thought I was gonna be on. Like, I went to school for advertising. I went to school and then I got an internship in advertising. Then I moved to New York to do advertising, and I've been doing advertising since then. Like, that's the path. And I am not on that path no more. And it's not just because I lost my job. I'm not on that path in the kingdom. Like, God is like, yeah, we off that. Like, you're not doing that in this way anymore. Like, that season is up. It's clips for that. It's taken me a minute to hear that. Like, you know how you listen but you're not hearing me. Like, I feel like I've been listening and I'm like, okay, let me write my notes, let me whatever, you know what I'm saying, let me talk to a homegirl. And God's like, you're not hearing me. Like, if you was hearing me, your faith would be activated in a different way. If you was hearing me, you would be doing things different. Your prayers would be going up different. Like, you're not hearing me. So I'm gonna tell you one more time, that era is up. We're in this new season, new horizon, you know? And I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I want the new era to be explained. I want to just yellow brick road. Like, I want to ease on down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be just laid out perfect, where it's like, okay, I have no doubt in my mind. I low-key, I don't want to have to activate my faith for anything. Like, I just want it to just be, I see it and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And I go. And that ain't how faith works. That's not how this thing works. And it's not how I'm even set up. You know, I feel like I hate this, but I feel like there are times when I need those moments to really get it. Like, I need those moments of like, like, you know what I mean? And then I lean in because I don't have a choice. If I have a choice to do this or to do that, most of the times I do that. It seems easy. It seems like the quick and cheap way for me to get what I want. And it's the way where I don't have to be seen by people in order to get it. It just falls in place and then it's over with. And for the stuff I'm praying for now, the stuff that God's telling me I have access to now, the easy, cheap, you know what I'm saying, quick way to do something, that is not going to cut it. And I'm sitting here like, okay, I gotta do something, okay. And I'm listening, but I haven't been like letting it seep in for real. And I'm telling you, I cried hard last night. Actually, that's not true. I cried petty last night. It was just kind of more like disappointment and just I don't even know if it's frustration. It was just, there's some type of tension that was just there. So I watched a YouTube video yesterday, and then after that I journaled a little bit, and then no, that's not true. I cried first, and then I cried myself to sleep. I slept right on this couch. It was a light on in the kitchen and everything, and I was like, I'm done with this day. I'm subscribed. I wake up at like 2 something in the morning, and I feel like I needed to write how I felt, like where was I at? You know what I mean? Like I was like, yeah, you cried a little bit, but you ain't really get it out. Like I woke up still feeling like I was in that place. Like I picked up right where I left off, and so I journaled, and then I prayed, and it wasn't the strongest prayer in the world. It was very sentence here, sentence there, a lot of pause in between. Like I was like, okay, like I'm up. Like if I'm pressing, and I had to honor that when I woke up. Like I'm pressing, and the pressing don't have to look like even how you pressed before. The fact that you up and you ain't just go to the bathroom and go back to sleep. Like no, you're like, I woke up and God has me up for a reason. And leaning into that, there's some fruit you can get from this moment. And so I prayed, and then I started being sleepy. So I was like, I'm going to bed. And then I woke up this morning. And this morning, I ain't have it. Like, I was just like, this sucks. Like, I don't like this. And I know I'm not just going to get out of it. That's the thing. I think that for the past 6 months, I've been like, I'm going to get rescued. And I'm going to get rescued in a way that I want, in a way that is sexy to me, in a way that is according to my plan. And I am slowly but surely coming to terms with the fact that my plan been done. My plan was done forever ago. Like, it's just not happening that way. It's not happening that way. And that doesn't mean I can't get the blessings that I was praying for. The blessings that I can't even pray for because they're so big that my brain can't even orchestrate them, right? I have access to all of that. I have access to all of it. And I'm just slowly but surely like coming to grips with the fact that I, one, have to stay connected to God, like for sure. Like I'm not just watching sermons because I'm down and out. It's like, no, that is the breath that I need to like walk the new path that I'm on. So that's first. Second, if I'm not obedient, bro, like I'm not gonna get anything, because just sitting back and being like, oh, God's gonna drop it. He's already told me, like, that's not this. Like, that might have been last era. That was like 2-3 eras ago when you needed that, when your faith that you had was enough, where it was like, okay, that's enough. The fact that you prayed, boom, like, I got you. This season is something that I have to develop. And you develop by doing things. You develop by enduring. You develop by persevering. And whatever that development is in my character, in my countenance, like, you know what I'm saying, and how I move, how I groove, how I walk, how I talk, how I stare at stuff, my perspective, whatever that is, I have to go through this. Like, that's it. And I'm keep being like, okay, this season's gonna be over soon. Guys, like, the development will be over soon, but you have to go through the development. Once we're developed, once you're fully baked, you bake. Once something's baked, it's out the oven. But until then, there's nothing you can do with that thing, because it's not the thing that you need it to be. And so that's like, I'm not gonna waste your time. Like, if you in this oven, you feeling that heat, oh, you're gonna get to the point where you're done. The work is gonna be complete. You have to go through this, and you can stand the heat. You're straight. You have everything that you need. Anything that you feel you don't need, I'm dropping it to you. Like, everything that you need to withstand this moment, you have it. I woke up this morning and I didn't feel like I had it, bro. Like, I was just like, I hate this and I want this to be over, and I need you to get me out of this right now. Like, you know, and then I'm also saying that and knowing that it doesn't matter that I'm saying that, because that's not what this season is. I finally have had the unlock of what this moment is. I don't know what it's connected to all the way, but I know what's happening right now, kind of, sort of. That was frustrating this morning. That I know that, because I'm like, okay, that's it. I have to, whatever the thing is, I am here right now. And that was just unsettling, because I'm like, I have to do stuff that I don't want to do, and I have to do stuff that's scary, and I have to do stuff and not be hidden no more. I'm recording a video about how I feel. I would have never did this. This is like not me, you know? This is what I'm being told to freaking do. And this is the only way I'm gonna get out of this. This is the only way I'm gonna get out of this. Is like using my voice in a different way by documenting the moments. Every time people in the Bible go through something, there's some rock that's planted, there is some baby that's named something. Like there is something that marks the moment. And I have to mark this moment right now. That's the only way. And I had thought back to even when I got this apartment, y'all, I've been stressing about my bills, and I have to keep surrendering that to God. I have to keep being like, this is not my apartment. My internet bill, that is not my internet bill. That's God's internet bill. Like, you know what I mean? I have to keep doing that because I keep forgetting, and I keep taking everything as my thing and putting it on my shoulders and being like, it's something that I have to fix, and I can't. And me doing that, I'm like, okay, I have to mark this moment. And so when I got this apartment over a year ago, I came in here and I didn't even have I got the keys, and I just came up in here and I cried on the floor. Like I'm staring at the spot, I just cried. And then I listened to like a worship song, had my AirPods in, babe, turned full blast. And I was just dancing around here. It wasn't no art on the wall. It wasn't nothing in here. It was just dust. First of all, it was dirty in here. And I took my shoes off on some Moses. I was like, I'm on holy ground. God done gave me this apartment when I needed to be out of my last spot in like no time. I like stayed in my last place for like 3-4 extra days past my lease because I didn't have like, you know, like it was just like how I got this place was so divine and so God over the whole thing. And I worshiped in here. Like the socks I had on, I had to throw them out because I'm dancing in a dirty apartment. But I had to mark the moment, you know? I was crying this morning. I'm talking about boo-hoo cry. It wasn't that pitter-pat that I cried last night. I boo-hoo cried this morning after watching a sermon. And I was just like, you're crying in a queen size bed. I had a full, my last apartment, because my room wasn't even big enough. Like, it just was, you know what I'm saying? Like, your tears that you're even sowing in this season right now was in a smaller space last time that you needed me to show up for you. Your rent was smaller last time you needed me to show up, and you were concerned and you were worried, and your faith that you had then was just on a different, it was on a smaller level. And I came through, I showed up, and you wrote it down. Go read it. It's your words, it's your journal. Go read what I did for you. You sitting in an apartment, go to the living room that I provided for you. Go look at the keys that open your door every day, that keep you safe at night when you lock this place up. Like, I want you to look around at all the things you've been able to acquire and bring in here. All the books that you've read in here. Like, all the FaceTimes you've had. Like, all the things, you know. He's like, you're not, this is a new, I've carried you. I got you. I do this, you know? I'm the same God. Like, I don't know why you think I've changed. I am me. I do this. I just boo cry because I'm like, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting stuff, or I'm getting new revelations of things. I think that God don't change, but our awareness of him, our revelations of who he is, and our revelations of ourselves in relation to who he is, that can be new every day. I'm just learning so much about God. I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning so much about faith and like, yeah, what it means to really like stand in something. Even my hopes, my dreams, like as things, everything in my life is changing, and it's changing here and in the spirit before I see it, and feeling all of that, and then waking up and seeing my bank account or seeing like, you know what I mean? Like I don't have like the external validation that I used to desperately need. I don't have it now. And even that, it's just like, okay, like it's really just me and you rolling right now. All of that is just so new. And some days it feels very overwhelming, very overwhelming. That's where we at, and we doing this. And I got an email today. I vlogged about how like yesterday, I was vlogging about a lot of stuff, but I had submitted a demo to like some different companies for some VO work. So I have done one commercial, and I have a podcast, of course. I'm talking to y'all right now, and even when I just talk to friends, when I've talked to people that I just met, they say something about my voice. That's why I have power in prose, because it's just, our voices hold so much power. I submitted some demos to companies, some companies I heard of and I worked with before at my last job, some companies I ain't never heard of till I submitted it. And this lady hit me yesterday and she's like, you have great experience, we're gonna add you to our thing, like da-da-da. So it's like, I'm not booked for a gig, but even the fact that now I'm in a database where I wasn't in a database 24 hours ago, and that could lead to something that I have no clue, you know? But I had to have faith sitting in a coffee shop to send all the emails I sent. And I had to have faith to edit my own demo because I don't have an editor, I don't have an agent. So I'm my own agent, like, you know what I'm saying? And it takes faith to do that, but you get things back. When you stand in faith, when you're like, okay, God, you telling me to do this. I think this is crazy. I think this is stupid. I think people looking at me and they're gonna be like, girl, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, bump all of that. It's me and you. That's exactly where you need to be to get your miracle. That's exactly where you need to be like the new era, like the new season, to get the new stuff that you're looking for, the stuff that you didn't even know was available to you, and it's waiting, begging to come your way. But you have to be where you're supposed to be for the thing to find you. And I don't know. I'm just overwhelmed by all of this. Like, I am still in the thick of it, all deep in the thick of it. But I'm like, I don't know, I can laugh in one moment and I have hope, but I'm telling y'all, 4 hours ago, like, my face about still puffy a little bit because it just was not giving peace. Like, it just was so much turmoil and so much grieving of what was and so much anticipation for what's to come. That's a lot. And so anybody, if you have lost something, someone, if your foot is right on the line of crossing over into something new, if you lost your job, if you got a job and it just ain't enough money for the bills that you got, like whatever is your tea, if anything I said is relatable, I'm in the thick of it, and there's something in me, in spite of everything, that is trying to share with you and reclaim to my spirit, to myself, that God got you. And nothing, that any excuse that we have, any fear that we have, any worry is not new to him. It's not something that catch him off guard. You're never gonna have him being like, oh, true, that's right. Word, dang, I didn't think about that. That's not how he works. He orchestrated everything. He knew about it all. And he's using everything. Like, everything that you're going through, everything that you see, everything that you don't see, everything that you feel, everything that you're avoiding feeling. He knows it all, and he's using it all. Every conversation that you've had in the past 6 months, everything, he's using it all. He don't waste nothing. And that little thing where you're like, I don't got nothing except this. I haven't talked to nobody, and nobody had my back except this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like nothing has been helpful except this one Instagram post, this one book I read. All my habits seem like they're leading me on the wrong thing, except when I do that one thing. Like, that accept is enough. That's the very thing that God's like, you're getting it, keep going there, stay with me, talk to me, I got something for you, stay right there, don't leave, we working something out together, I got you. The times when you don't feel it is to get you to the place where you will. The times when you are crying is to get you to the place where you finally take a shower, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, you floss, you record a video. Like, you have to go through it. But when you decide, when you make the decision, as hard as it is, as many times as you have to do it over, to sit in the fire, you'll look up and you'll realize that God is there with you. And that he don't have bake nothing. When he finish something, he's the ultimate chef. When he finish something, it's gonna be the best thing that you've ever had. Stay in it. Those that endure will see the promise. And the promise is the promise. It's a promise. It's not gonna be half done. It's not gonna be a piece, a sliver. when you get the promise, when you arrive to the place, when you're walking with the God, when you're using the faith that you have, every piece of faith that you have, that's exactly where you need to be. Like, it's the promise. You get the whole thing. And there's no sorrow added to it. The word said there's no sorrow added to the promise. For those that wait upon the Lord, those that love God, he's like, bet, you mine and I got you. So this for me, okay? This is for me. And I hope that this is helpful for y'all. Like, I literally had to wear, I don't know if y'all can see, I wore this like Army for t-shirt because I literally am like, I'm at war right now. Either I'm with God or I'm not. Either I got faith or I don't. Either I'm willing to stand up for what I believe the Spirit is guiding me to, or I don't. Either I'm using the weapons of the Spirit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, either I'm willing to fight or I'm not. And if I'm not, then I might as well go live on the street right now. I will lose everything. I will be down and out. I will not have community or nothing around me. Like, if you're not willing to go for it, everything that you're worried about, yeah, that'll be it. But if you fight, if you endure, if you pray anyway, you praise anyway, you send the email anyway, you talk to the people anyway, you record the video anyway, that's all you need, because the battle is already won. You just gotta fight. You just got to endure. And so all this helpful for y'all. I can't wait for all of us. I can't wait till I do the video and I'm like, new blessings. Let me tell y'all, period. Like, I cannot wait. And I can't wait till y'all blowing up the comments saying the same thing. If you already there and you got some encouragement for your girl, drop it. Because I'm telling you, like, I'm fighting right now and it is taking everything I have. Today, last night through today, took everything that I have and I'm here. And I was just in the shower and I just said thank you. And everything, my heart had to like say the rest of the prayer. But one of the things that I felt myself say is like, I'm taking a shower right now. Like, I'm standing, I'm here. Because I couldn't do it a second ago, you know? And sometimes that's enough. So listen, I love y'all. We are in this thing together. Do not be silenced right now. Like, use whatever you have. However you can express your fight in this moment is enough. And you will see all that you need to see for the now and your future, because that's what God do. So I love y'all and I'll see y'all on the next one.